around.
So we're in the desert now, and we've got the SS Camaro, the VY Lumina SS, and we're out here again with Chris, the owner, and
Hey, mate.
mate, good to see you again. And these two cars now, the fleet just keeps growing.
It does. More toys, yeah.
More toys, and I like the selection because, again, it's muscle cars.
Yeah.
And in the Middle East here, it's a big deal. They love them. And yeah, again, who would have thunk they had VY Holdens essentially?
Yeah, it seemed like Holden was taking over the world and no one quite knew it.
This was a factory sold Lumina SS. So essentially, guys, it's a Holden Commodore SS, but it's rebadged a few things. They call it a Lumina.
Yeah, that was
still
their
LS1.
name. Yep.
And then we've got the Camaro. So LS3.
LS3. Yep.
Manual. Cam.
Cammed, exhaust, tuned. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Good fun.
Yeah.
And this one too. It's not stock.
No, not at all. This is my sentimental car. So this is.
Yeah. Well, you being Aussie and now living in the Middle East though, but this one would really hit home, wouldn't it?
It does. It's nice to have an Australian car in Dubai, especially for the kids growing up here as well. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
to be taken to school in a Commodore. So.
Still got a bit of that Aussie history, even though you're abroad.
Exactly.
And yeah, I got to say it's a incredibly clean example too. So yeah, let's fire these out. Let's hop in one.
Cool.
Cause yeah, these are fun toys.
They definitely are.
Let's go. Let's get in this beast.
Yeah, the visibility in this car is amazingly poor.
That's the one thing when you get in this Camaro is the visibility is
shocking.
Non-existent, really, isn't it?
No.
Worse than a Jeep. But I'll tell you what, this thing sounds magnificent. So what's actually been done to this? It's got a nice cam in it.
Yeah, so it's got a cam from Vengeance in the US, double valve springs, intake, exhaust, and yeah, tuned by Fatty at Alumni Performance. So this was one of his cars.
Yes, just like that HSV we were in the other day.
Another one of his babies, yep.
Absolutely. And again, these cars are quite common.
They're exceedingly common, yeah.
Yeah, like American muscle cars everywhere. I've seen countless Challengers, Chargers, 300Cs, Camaros, Caddies, Escalades. There's so many. And I mean, why wouldn't you? They're great cars. And yeah, the Middle East, I mean, with all the oil they got, petrol wasn't always the issue, so.
No, that's it. Fuel's
Bring on the displacement.
That's it. Fuel's a reasonable price, so why not?
That's it.
Yeah. So they're in a really good spot here. You've got access to JDM cars. If you're into JDM, you've got access to the Aussie market while we had it. And access to the US domestic market as well, and any European car you can think of. So it's
yeah, it was a free playground, really, wasn't it, for cars?
Absolutely.
And especially, I guess, with that petrol price, and then the roads too. I gotta say, they're quite nice.
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Big open roads. Speeds are V8 friendly.
They are. Absolutely. Yeah.
and yeah, everybody seems to sort of know what they're doing, I guess. So not bad. And then yeah, again, you've got these epic sceneries with just big straight desert roads. It's quite spectacular.
Well, here comes the cops. God. Actually, might just hold that camera down for a second.
Yeah.
Just in case because I can't actually get through there. He has to get through there. I mean, they know what everyone does down here.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Are they quite reasonable though? Like, as long as you're not sort of...
yeah. These are private roads. These are not public roads as well. So these are not, it's not your RTA roads. But everyone comes down here to shoot their cars. So
Yep. Okay. So they're private roads, but you're allowed to sort of come and just cruise around.
And cruise around, yeah.
But Chris, in Dubai here as well, the cars are quite cheap, eh?
Exceedingly cheap.
Yeah, like even to get a Camaro like this, you were saying it was like really, maybe not with the mods, but if you're sort of just getting a...
Yeah, look, I mean, you can pick up a Camaro like this, like an SS Camaro with an LS3 for 50,000 dirhams, which, what's that? It's not even the better part of 20 grand.
Yeah, that's a deal.
Yeah.
That's a deal. Yeah, 20 grand to get into a manual Camaro, I think that's a good price.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Australia, yeah, you'd probably triple that number almost.
Yeah.
It goes well.
She does well, yeah.
LS3 cam, great exhaust on it.
This is fun.
Yeah,
It's a fun car.
A fun street car. You're saying what, around 500-ish horsepower at the wheels, eh?
Yeah, a bit over, yeah.
Healthy. Yeah. It's so bizarre too, like when you're driving through and there's just massive like sand traps covering the road, and it's quite cool.
But yeah.
Such a unique landscape out here.
But these are private roads.
Yeah,
These are
of
private
course,
roads.
obviously
These are not your normal
I'm sure they
roads.
would maintain the public ones.
Spotless.
Yeah.
Absolutely spotless.
But it's still very cool to come check out. And it's cool that it's not just completely fenced off.
No, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very kind of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you want to have a drive?
Yeah, oh, sure, yeah. All right, again, always feels kind of
On the wrong side.
bizarre on this side. I mean, again, I grew up in Canada. We drive on this side, but yeah, I'm so used to the Aussie cars now.
Yeah.
Alrighty, cool. It's I love the bonnet bulge too of this, and just the rear quarter lines that you can kind of see in the rear view.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
It's the big wheel arches, very, very American style.
It's very, yeah, I do really like the look of the outside. And again, this is 2010?
2010.
Yeah, sort of first to the newer shape-ish.
Yeah, very first, the 5th gen. Yeah, first year of the 5th gen Camaro.
Yeah. It is quite nice looking. Again, very American on the interior, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
It feels nice shifting,
Yeah.
and it's just easy. Like, the controls are easy. I feel like I actually have a little bit more visibility on this side. I don't know what it is. Maybe just because I'm in control of it, but
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
it's like
possibly.
you feel like you have a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the narrow window,
The low roof as well.
very
makes it,
low. Very low roof. But wicked daily. Oh, and just that
Sounds great. Huh?
downshift.
Yeah.
It's a wicked exhaust. What exhaust is this?
It's a full 3-inch system. I'm not too sure the exact spec on it, where he got it from, but it's 3-inch all the way, twin piped.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Still drivable, the cam. Like, you can tell it's a decent cam, but
Yeah.
it's just really nice usable power. And for NA,
Yeah.
you're bang on. It's
It's in that right little sweet spot.
it's in the sweet spot of it's fun, it sounds great, it's usable still power,
Yeah, that's right.
and yeah, and you can still drive this thing. It's not shaking all over the place and chugging around. And just that sort of blip sound is amazing.
Yeah, they got the LS3 right. I think they really did.
Oh, it's the LS you really want. Yeah, especially, you know, and they're very tunable. And again, 500 horsepower is sort of an easy pull out of these things,
it's
really,
lazy
isn't
for
it?
'em,
Yeah, it's just it's lovely. And again, just so many guys out here. I just love it how they love these big V8s, and they really took to the muscle car scene out here.
Yeah, it's very much in their culture. The car culture here.
Very much. And man, this thing just sounds incredible. And the fact you can get this thing for 20 grand, like, not with the mods probably, but you know, you throw another 10, 15 grand in it.
Yeah, and then you're out there, yeah.
It's a lot of car for that money.
It is, yeah.
And man, I'll tell you guys again, they got the roads here. Like, big, awesome straights, the speeds to match, and half the cars you see on the road are basically performance cars. So, you know, it really is a car enthusiast paradise here, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Utterly fantastic.
And yeah, this is a cool spot, absolutely. But we do got to check out this VY.
Yeah, let's jump into the VY.
That's impressive. Let's go. God damn. Oh yeah. That's a VY, all right. Yep, that's a VY. Yeah. That's a good one. All right, so now in the VY, and a lot of people didn't know this. They sold the VY from factory here in Dubai, and the UAE, Saudi Arabia.
I think Qatar got them as well.
Yeah,
I think.
So quite a few Middle Eastern countries did receive this thing brand new. Yeah, these things aren't stolen. They're not imported later on. These were sold here from new. And I think this one's, what, a 2003, 2004?
Yeah, 2003, this one, yeah.
Yep. And funny enough, like, they only got the Holden Commodore, which was badged the Lumina SS.
Yep.
Chevy badges front and back. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's a legitimately badged Chevrolet car.
Yeah, it's badged,
like
Chevy on the wheel.
Yep.
You know, this is sort of... You'd see this in any sort of base VY. Got the 4-speed. SS red leather seats, which are in beautiful condition.
Yep.
You got the Yeah Buds on this one, too. The 20-inch Simmons, eh?
Yeah.
They actually look good. Yeah, and this car, too, I got to tell you guys, in person, and it should come up on camera, it's incredibly clean.
Thanks, man.
Incredibly clean. Like, beautiful color, too, the red. And even just from the headlights, you know, it's... Yeah, you've taken care of this thing.
Attention to detail, yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it really is with them.
Absolutely. And, yeah, big cam in this thing, too, eh?
Yeah, so this is my personal little bit of nostalgia car, effectively.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, it's all built. It's basically a maximum effort LS1. So it's got a stock bottom end, all refreshed, but all the good bits added to it to make sure they don't explode. So good oil pickups, good Mellings pumps, double road timing chain, LS7 lifters.
Yep.
It's got a VCM 3 cam in it with the VCM OTR, mathless tune, American racing headers, full 3-inch system.
Yeah, X-Force exhaust, yeah.
X-Force exhaust. Diff's been done. It's got 3 9s, True Track, and the box was built by Compass Transmissions here in Dubai.
Nice.
So it's got the Monaro 4L65E.
Yep, so upgraded it.
Upgraded it slightly just to take it, and it made 430 rear wheel horsepower.
Oh, healthy.
Yeah.
Very healthy, especially for LS1, 5.7 still.
Yeah, so and it's got a 3,000 high stall in it. So with all the running gear, it actually goes quite well off the line. So
yeah. Yeah, it goes.
She goes. Yeah, it's not bad.
It goes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this thing is quick. It's quick.
It's quick. Yeah. It's good fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets that. You've got it at that sweet power level, obviously. You know, where it just it still gets that traction down.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you saw with the CSV, when you get to that higher power level, it just spins.
It spins, yes, guys. Again, we did do a video with the CSV, essentially an HSV that was sold here in Dubai. If you want to check that video, make sure you click the pop-up banner right here. Very cool car, supercharged. I think in these countries too, again, we were talking about the Middle East and the Luminas, so Holden Commodores basically. You had the Caprice.
Got the Caprice, yep. They had the Monaro, the CV8 Monaro.
Monaro.
Yep.
I think actually you were saying that the Camaro we were just in is based off, like the platform's based off the Monaro.
Yeah, it is. So I think GM, when they were looking to make Camaros cool again effectively and bring them back in 2008, they went around the division and they found that, Australians were making a four-door V8 coupe.
Yep.
So they based the original chassis off the Monaro and then obviously put the American styling into it.
It does make sense. And when you sit in there, the proportions do feel similar on the inside. Yeah, absolutely. It's cool too, because I've seen some images back in the day, probably talking early 2000s when these were being sold new. Police, some of the police had these cars, some of them had the Caprices.
They did, yeah. They were really popular. It was basically a cheap way to get into an LS engine. So when it was brought to the Middle East, they were exceedingly popular because, you didn't have to buy a Corvette or a Camaro to get an LS1. You could buy these. They were cheap and affordable. So they were very popular here back in the day.
That's it, and they were cheap, reliable, V8, modify, and the Arabs here, they love them.
They do. The locals love them, yeah.
Yeah, my kind of people.
Yeah, mine too.
V8, displacement, let's go, I love that stuff. It's good to, this feels so familiar because, I just had the VZ, which again, very similar interior. It's so bizarre still to see the Chevy badge and be on this side of the car. It's, man, it's cool. And the noise, the subtlety, sleeper look of this, I think you made it a good spec.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Tried to keep it as Australiana as possible, so all the brakes are Monaro.
I love it.
All DBA. It's all imported from Australia.
Yeah,
the bits and pieces that I liked.
Yeah, I love it. It feels like it's modified in Australia. X-Force and the Simmons and Monaro brakes. I love it. Yeah, big cam. It's interesting because I always call it the slush box. The 4-speed slush box. But this one, you guys have done it right. It's as good as a 4-speed's gonna get.
It's as good as it can get. Yeah. The boys at Compass build 3,000 horsepower plus gearboxes. So this is one of theirs that they very kindly built for me, and it's good for about 500 tops.
Yeah.
Tops. But that's as good as you can get them.
But I gotta say, for it just in drive and driving, it does a good job.
Yeah.
Fairly smooth. It's not so jerky like some of my VZ was.
Yeah.
Had a heavy duty shift kit or something in it.
Yeah.
But and again, these are relatively affordable too, aren't they?
They can be, yeah.
If you get something that's not in immaculate condition and done up, I want to say I saw one online before coming out, and it was 250Ks. It was a beat up example maybe, but it was something like 15,000 dirhams.
That's about right. Yeah, I paid 15,000 dirhams for this, so it's
you're talking around like 7-8 grand or something.
Tops.
It's not bad.
It's still quite affordable.
It's very affordable. Yeah, mad. Again, you have this beautiful oasis of desert and a straight road.
Yeah.
Good. Even when it doesn't downshift, it's still got enough power.
It's got enough torque, yeah.
Man, This is a really clean VY. Like, even if I was in Oz, I would be checking this thing out.
Thanks.
Because it's...
Thanks, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the photos don't actually do it justice.
No,
Once you see it up
and
close,
Yeah, and the VYs, like, a lot of them are unloved over back home because, you know, everyone tries to get the VZ.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it's hard to find a really clean example of these things, especially if it's not an HSV, which that was a little bit unfortunate to know that they never brought like a CSV of this. It was only that VE model we featured that really came here.
And that would have been super cool. They would have sold like hotcakes as well had they done that.
They would have, absolutely. Yeah, it's yeah. For an LS1, you know,
For a baby LS, yeah.
this thing is quick and yeah, incredibly clean. You know, 123,000 gauge on this thing. Like, it's mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to see it in Dubai, of all places, you know, and be driving it in the desert, it's pretty cool, man. So, you know,
Thanks, man.
thanks again for letting us come out and check out these cars.
Not at all, my pleasure.
The muscle car scene, it's really cool.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone talks about the hypercars and supercars and, you know, oh, you're looking at Holdens. I'm like, yes, I am, because these are the cars I got the passion for, you know? Yeah, Lambos are cool, but there's something a bit more unique to me and personalized with these cars. Like, yeah, they're just a little bit more special in my book. And seeing them in other countries, it makes it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.